Okay, Harrow Skatepark. This is where basically it all started for me. Remember rolling in over there. Someone else I didn't know rolled in over here. We met in the bottom there and ended up waking up in Northwick Park Hospital. This was the performance bowl. They covered it up. This is where Tony Alva skated, and I ended up seeing everybody watching him ride this bowl, and I looked over to the pool and no one was skating it, so I left TA and went to go skate the pool for the first time. Here we got the moguls. Fun place to skate here, little ollies over the hip there. This is the cover of Welcome to Hell at Templeton. And we got the bollocks. Snake run. The pool where I spent most of my time skating here was this pool.
It's a good time though, man.
Harrow half pipe. So a lot of people skating here over the years. People doing some amazing stuff. It's so hard to ride. Mike Fraser, different blunt on here, which is just incredible. Many people rip the shit out of this thing. All the death guys kill it too. And I had an ad in here, Schmidt Sticks ad in here. The Rad Mag photo annual. Got a tail tap right in that corner. But even just doing grinds in this thing was pretty tough. It was not an easy place to skate.
So Steve, tell me a little bit about that photo of you doing the frontside rock.
I think it might be a slider, but I did tiny little sliders, probably about 6 inches or something like that. But that's right here. But people always struggled here that weren't locals to skate this park, but we used to love it. That's all we had. But this is basically where I learned most of my tricks, and it was cool because you could learn tricks in the shallow end, and then into the steeper side of the shallow end, and then you could take it to here. So that's kind of how you do it. You'd learn it here, then you take it over here, and then you end up doing it here. I believe it. So this will help, right? I know you were like, fucking, do I have to do the dots, Steve?
It must be. Maybe there's a different way of doing it. I don't know. Does it just have to be exactly?
Well, it's meant to be, but it's not obviously not going to be exactly the same.
If you like illustrate, Adobe Illustrate, if you do sections of it, like take the two guys and then you can actually just do them separate and then just put them together.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, just position them.
Right.
As they should. So it doesn't have to actually all be in one.
Not like it is right here. Right.
No, not like a physical.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can just vector in each section and then just slide them together and illustrate.
Right. Okay.
You know, and then just place them on the background.
Yeah.
So it gives background separate as well.
Right. Okay.
I thought you got to have a couple of.
So we're
ways.
Trying to talk about how we got to this graphic, and my graphic before with at Schmidt Sticks had a character like this that I think I actually drew it, which is hysterical because I can't draw. And but I got the idea of the hand coming out of that graphic, the Schmidt graphic, because of the band Stiff Little Fingers, which was their album cover, Go For It.
Yeah.
And then that was the Schmidt board, and then this was the first New Deal board, so we kind of wanted to keep these guys coming out. So the background's very similar to the Schmidt graphic.
Well, that was in the background of the keyhole as well.
Yeah, and the swell. And then we have two guys in here drinking because I like to drink beer and be jolly. And I had a Dalmatian. And the funny enough is, after we had this, we had another Dalmatian. So that's something I was going to talk about. I was like, maybe you could add another Dalmatian in it, but I don't know. There's something to think about. But so I've known Mick for, when did we meet? 1981.
1980, something like that. Yeah.
So at the time, we were all skating in different pockets around this whole area. And as skateboarding died, everybody kind of stopped. And so I was like, well, I'm going to go to Harrow Skatepark. And it seemed at that time that everybody was coming in and everybody had some kind of similar stories, right?
When you say pockets, you're talking 2 or 3 people,
yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, so I used to skate with a guy at school. There was 2 of us,
right?
You know, and he stopped. So I come down here on my own.
I remember meeting you when you came in today. I was just like, Mick, I just look exactly the same as you did all those years ago when we first met. Yeah. 20 skaters that we skated with, we here every day, whether it be rain, or whether it be snowing, or whether it be sunny, or whatever it was, we were going to come here and we were going to be here early and then leave late. So the funny story was we would come here in the snow, right? There's no way we were going to possibly skate. We would come out and hang out with everybody. And I remember, I don't know if you remember me, but I thought it'd be a great idea to kind of push the snow away with my feet. So I got down, held on the coping, and I was pushing with my feet the snow, right? And at some point I fell, and now suddenly I'm looking like a snowman. I'm at the bottom of the pool, can't get out of the pool, I'm completely covered in snow. No cell phones to be able to call mum and dad and say, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm freezing. I had to get on 2 buses. Oh dear. But I wouldn't change any of it. Fantastic days, weren't they? Absolutely fantastic. We had a great time in this park. Yeah. So in 1989, I came back from America. I've been in the States for 4 or 5 years. And I came back and I came down to the skate park and I've heard about these 2 guys, Ray and Gary, and they had a shop local called New Deal Skates. And 3 or 4 months later, I'd be wearing their t-shirts and entering contests and stuff like that. And we knew at the time that we wanted to get out of Vision, and the name was perfect, New Deal. And so people don't realise that the actual name New Deal started from a company in the UK. And I actually started a partnership with these guys doing distribution. So when New Deal in the US started, we also started New Deal UK. And my partners were Ray and Gary. But this is where it was run from, at the skate park. These are shipping containers and pretty much unbreakable to get in. So this is where we had all of our stock. We had a shop in the back, we had a shop over here, and then we ran the distribution from here. So this is where we first started. So that's the tie-in of Harrow Skatepark, how New Deal started. The very early days. In 1989 was when I met these guys, and 1990 was when we started New Deal.